Good morning, Fiona.
Good morning.
We are with a brand new video, and this video is all about healing your past. Now, when I heard the subject matter, I did not like it, and I think there's a lot of people that's going to be enthusiastic about this one. But there is a lot of value in it, and sometimes there's a lot of bullshit in it as well. But I wanted you told me a very, very interesting story about how a lady didn't think that the issues that she had was related to her past. Can you share the story with us?
Yes, well, thank you for the question and thank you for allowing this to happen, for others to learn. So the client came to see me and she said she went to a psychologist and they told her that they diagnosed her with post-traumatic stress, and she said she doesn't know where they get this from because she's had a beautiful childhood and everything was just perfect, and she doesn't know what they're talking about, and she actually came for a second opinion or just wanting to do a chakra balancing or something like that. Now, when clients come to see me, I ask them, tell me your story. That's how I started the interview, I started the consultation, and she started telling me her story, and she got to matric, where I think one of her best friends committed suicide, and they hung themselves in the garage, and she had to go and identify the body.
That's a big one.
Yes, and then 2 years later, another best friend also, and there was family members, and there was a lot of death upon death upon death, and where she actually had to physically go and identify the bodies as well. So she's seen bad stuff, but not realized the actual impact that it had on her.
Yeah.
Just dismissing it, and I have to be strong, and I have to be just get going, and I have to push my emotions away because I have to
take care of the family, take care of the kids, take care of the husband, and the business, or whatever there is to do. So there isn't always time to process it.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people, and especially stronger people, they can sweep it under the rug and they think they're fine. They eventually run out of steam. It might be 6 months, 6 years, 10 years.
And then it catches up with
it will eventually catch up with you.
So I listen to the stories, and then I get to understand what has been processed and healed, and when we need to go back to the past and heal those old wounds. Actually get closure where there hasn't been closure. Get to acknowledge the pain. So sometimes I have had sisters that has come that have lost their brother, but the mother and the father was falling apart, so they had to be strong, and they had to be there for the mother, and they had to be there for the father, but they never got to mourn.
They didn't have the opportunity for them to heal.
Yes. So I then take them in, and they actually have deep-seated healing that they receive, and they actually get to connect them with those ones that have passed on, and they get beautiful messages from them, and there's such a beautiful closure and peace, where all that worry and stress and strain, and I never got to say goodbye, and I never got to say this, and I don't know if they're okay, and there's peace in their soul that there hasn't been peace for years. So it all just depends on what the story is. I can remember the one lady also, she was in her 60s, and she had major anger issues. I think you've got anger issues. She topped you.
That says a lot.
She was so angry with her parents, for instance, and she said she couldn't remember why anymore, but certain things she can remember and certain things she just passed on. And when her husband passed away, she actually started coming for healings, because all the emotions just came out, and he tried to heal and help her.
Opening a wound again, and now it's infested wound.
And I actually took her in a current life regression, and she got to see what she experienced as a child and why she was so angry at him, and it was silly events, dysfunctional to the hilt. But bad stuff has happened. After that experience, actually, I had to give her sugar water, and I drank sugar water because it was that shocking. There's very few little things that I haven't heard before. but she could understand why she was angry.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't understand she couldn't remember why the levels were so heavy, and a number of sessions that she came, she just sobbed and sobbed and sobbed all those emotions out, and then she got to peace, and a few years later she passed on peacefully without all this yucky emotions that she carried for 60 years.
I think that's absolutely wonderful. Thank you for sharing the stories. I think if you want to heal your past, or if there are certain things in your past that you are aware of, or maybe you're not aware of but you have a suspicion there are some issues, give Fiona a shout. You can reach her on either WhatsApp or phone her, email her. She's not very good at responding with emails, but she's really good with WhatsApp.
Yes.
So, but yes, thank you so much, Fiona.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.